Hey everyone, my name is Revel and I really love graphics programming. Also, welcome to my Vulkan tutorial series. I should not call it tutorial, but because I'm not gonna cover Vulkan individually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Vulkan as a whole and show you how to actually use it to do something productive. Now, before we jump into creating a real game engine using Vulkan, we need to cover this lightweightvk library. And yeah, this library is really lightweight. I've been using it for a while and it performs really well. And it already comes up with a build. It already have libraries that we need, such as glfw, stb, and glm for math. Yeah, we're gonna cover this library in depth before we jump into creating a real game engine. So I have created this empty directory and we are going to use this to initialize the library. I will start with the cmake list.txt. As usual we need to first set the cmake version, then cmake, and then we need to tell the cmake to which version of C++ we need, and I'm using the 20. You can use your favorite C++ version. I would recommend to stick with the 20 as this tutorial will use it. Next up is the project name. I am naming it as Vulkan stuff. This is just a tutorial, not a complete project. When we are complete a real project, I will name my project something else. And then we need to add a subdirectory for the lightweightvk. Let me create that. Yeah. Now I'm gonna just clone that library from the GitHub. We got the library and we also add it over here. Now this stuff is just basic CMake files. Now this stuff is just basic CMake configuration, and if you want me to make a CMake tutorial, please leave a comment. I will make a CMake tutorial. Now what these two lines would do, it would provide me the path to resources so that I do not have to explicitly type the path. Now after you have done this, now this and this is really important. This will target the library. For now I believe this is okay. This will be enough to set up the CMake, and yeah, let's open it up with Visual Studio. I'm just creating this. No, it's not supposed to be app, more like C++. Yep. Nothing for. I'm just gonna type. That's it. We do need this. I'm going to walk in wood. Yep. I believe we still don't have any shaders, so I'm just gonna comment this line. Yep. This is enough to, yeah, this will be enough to for the Visual Studio. As you can see, Visual Studio has done initializing the CMake. I'm just gonna run it to verify it. And it's running. Before I show you how to create a window using the library, I'm gonna do some configuration for my text editor. It's really so this is done, and this really was just to get the compile command.json for the new name. The library that we just installed, you can access this from now. This is for multi-threading. You can skip it, we will cover it later. And next is glfw. If you guys have done any of the OpenGL, this would look familiar to you. Now we're gonna use a smart pointer to refer to Vulkan context. Now here we will not use the glfw create window. Instead, what we'll do is use the libraries. Now please use the library which library has provided you with our name, our application sample example, and next is width and height. Next is the context. This function, as the name said, it will create a Vulkan context with swaption. What it does under the hood, it creates all the logical devices and it configures the physical devices and also the swaption for you, so you don't have to do that. And if you try to do it on your own, you can follow the Vulkan tutorial series, the official Vulkan tutorial series, and yeah, that would be 1000 lines of code just to draw a single triangle. Yeah, this library just simplify all that stuff for you. Now this right here, now this, what this will do is, I suppose you minimize the screen and you open it up, and this would reconfigure the width and height for you, or you resize the window. Although we're not gonna use, right now we're not gonna cover the resizing. And yeah, this function would do that for you. But for the minimize and open the window, when you open the window, yeah, it is really important. Or when there is another window that would appear, this will also have an other window appear or in front of your window, so it is really important. Next, we need to acquire a command buffer. Once you acquire a command buffer, we need to submit the command buffer to it. And once all that is, we need to release this stuff that we just, and we also need to destroy the window. Yeah, that's just all we need to open a window using in Vulkan. Now this really simplifies the stuff for you, because if you were to write this all in one in the Vulkan, it'd be a lot of code. We can test our program in Visual Studio. And yep, this line, just 2 lines, is really important. If you don't, if we don't add it, this will not be a pair, because it needs a command buffer for this. So yeah, in next video I will show you how to render a triangle using this library.